Arya and Gendry's reunion is one of the top 3 reunions that I'm looking forward to in Season 8, so I decided to make a video of my top 5 favorite Arya and Gendry moments. Number 5. Arya meets Gendry.
You better give me that sword!
You want it? I'll give it to you.
Oh, you like picking on the little ones, do you? You know I've been hammering an anvil these past 10 years. When I hit that steel, it sings. You gonna sing when I hit you?
Even though Gendry doesn't know who Arya is or that she's a girl, he steps in to back her up when he sees 2 other Night's Watch recruits harassing her, and he continues to look out for her throughout their adventures in the Riverlands. Gendry steps in between Arya and the prisoners in the caged wagon and reminds her that they are dangerous and that they were warned to stay away from them. He stands by her when they are discovered by the Brotherhood without banners. And in the books, when a man harasses Arya at an inn, Gendry intervenes and scares him off. But Arya also watches out for Gendry, which leads me to moment number 4. Arya lies to protect Gendry.
You want Gendry? You already got him. He loved that helmet.
Arya wasn't able to prevent Gendry from being captured, but she was able to save him by protecting his identity. And in a later episode, Arya tried to stop Melisandre from taking him. Number 3. Arya reveals her identity to Gendry.
My name's not Ari. It's Arya of House Stark.
So you're a highborn then, you're a lady.
No, I mean, yes. My mother was a lady, and my sister,
But you were a lord's daughter and you lived in a castle and you... I should be calling you milady.
Do not call me milady.
As milady commands. Well, that was unladylike.
This scene is one of my favorites because it shows how close Arya and Gendry have become. Not only do we see how much Arya trusts Gendry when she reveals her true identity to him, but we also get to see a playful side of their relationship when Gendry teases her about being a lady. Number 2. Arya watches Gendry work. When Gendry worked, nothing existed for him but metal, bellows, fire. The hammer was like part of his arm. She watched the play of muscles in his chest and listened to the steel music he made. He's strong, she thought.
You should stand side face.
Huh? Side face?
Sideways.
Why?
Smaller target.
Am I fighting someone?
You're practicing for a fight. You should practice right.
Arya is impressed by Gendry's strength, but in this scene, it seemed like a bit more than that, and Joe Dempsey confirmed it. That scene where I'm forging the sword, the idea they wanted to convey was that it was more for Arya than anything to do with my character. It was them trying to imply that Arya is becoming a woman now, and she's dealing with feelings that she's maybe not experienced before. I think they just want to hint at that. Arya may be too young to understand her attraction for Gendry in this scene, but it's possible that the showrunners wanted to lay the groundwork for their mutual attraction when they are older and meet again. Number 1. I can be your family.
Look, I've served men my entire life. I served Master Mott at King's Landing, and he sold me to the Watch. I served Lord Tywin at Harrenhal, wondering every day if I'd get tortured or killed. I'm done serving.
You just said you were serving Lord Beric.
He may be their leader, but they chose him. These men are brothers. They're a family. I've never had a family.
I can be your family.
You wouldn't be my family. You'd be my lady.
This is my favorite Arya and Gendry scene for several reasons, but the main one is that I believe it foreshadows that they will become a family, especially given how Maisie Williams was instructed to play the scene. When I first read that scene, it really got to me. At first I read it as, you can come to Winterfell, I'll show you how everything goes, and you can come and sit at the table with us. I thought it would be a bit like Theon. But when I was doing the scene, director Alex Graves said, when you say that last line, I can be your family, say it like, I love you. And that's the take that they used. It's possible that the reason she was instructed to say the line that way is because they will fall in love and become a family in the future. I know it's cheesy, but I would love to see a callback to the scene with Arya responding, yes, I will be your lady, to Gendry's proposal, and Gendry saying, no, you will be my family. But this isn't the only scene that possibly foreshadows an Arya and Gendry union. In the books, Septa Mordane criticizes Arya's needlework and tells Catelyn that Arya has the hands of a blacksmith, which could be foreshadowing that one day a certain blacksmith will have her hand in marriage. And then there's this scene between Robert and Ned.
I have a son, you have a daughter. We'll join our houses.
Robert was talking about Joffrey and Sansa, but that never happened, so I speculate that this is a foreshadowing of Gendry and Arya uniting the two houses. But some people don't think that Arya will ever get married because of what she told her father.
You will marry a High Lord and rule this castle. And your sons shall be knights and princes and lords.
No. That's not me.
Arya doesn't want to conform to the traditional role of a highborn lady. She wants to follow her own path and be in control of her future. But that doesn't mean that she's rejecting love or the possibility of marriage, especially if she falls in love with someone who respects and values who she is, a strong, intelligent, independent, and adventurous person. Arya is a fighter and a survivor, like Gendry. Their relationship is based on mutual respect. They trust each other, and they have a genuine fondness for one another, all of which is a solid foundation for a deeper relationship when they are reunited in Season 8. Gendry may think that he's not worthy of Arya because he's a bastard,
half Robert, half lowborn.
but it's likely that his social status will change by the end of the series.
You're more than they can ever be. They are just foot soldiers in the Great War. You will make kings rise and fall.
Gendry has pledged his service to Jon, and he will be vital in the upcoming war by forging dragonglass and possibly Valyrian steel weaponry that can defeat the Night King and his army. And once the wars against the Night King and Cersei are over, it's likely that Gendry will be rewarded for his service. Since Gendry is the only surviving Baratheon on the show, I predict that he will be legitimized and be awarded the Baratheon Castle Storm's End and be named Lord of the Stormlands. In the first episode, there was a promise of a Stark daughter marrying a Baratheon son, and I believe that Gendry and Arya will fulfill that promise. What are your predictions for Arya and Gendry in Season 8, and what is your favorite scene of them so far? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.